Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing Thai retirement visa insurance as well as FATCA. And FATCA stands for Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. I always have to look that up. There's so many acronyms that you have to deal with sometimes, especially when it comes to U.S. federal law, that unfortunately I forget them from time to time. That being said, or I forget what they stand for. I know how they operate, but I can't remember the actual elongated title. That being said, there have been recent announcements here in the kingdom with respect to the promulgation of regulations wherein those who wish to retire in the Kingdom of Thailand and maintain retirement status need to go ahead and get insurance. We've done a number of videos on this channel on this topic specifically, and something that I thought was noteworthy in prior videos. It should be noted, and I should preface everything else by saying, we've yet to see the finalized regulations on this, so we don't know exactly how this is going to operate. That being stated, I do believe that anyone that is in Thailand in retiree status, whatever you want to call that, whether it's an OA retirement visa issued from a Thai consulate or embassy abroad, or an extension of stay based on retirement here in the kingdom, I think the way that the announcements read, we're going to see insurance being required for everyone who stays in Thailand in retiree status. There's policy reasons for this. I've gotten into all of that in other videos. But that being said, again, to reiterate, we've yet to actually see the regulations roll out yet. So until we do, it's a good idea, to wait around until we actually see them. But many of the folks that watch this channel, and one in particular, brought something to my attention which caused me to go ahead and make this video. And folks that are looking into this in anticipation for rule changes are being prudent, in my opinion. I've been accused in multiple comments, as well as a couple of pieces of correspondence, of trying to quote-unquote scare people with this information, and my opinion that all retirees are going to be required to have insurance in the kingdom. That's really not my intention. My intention is to provide as much nuance, clarity, and forewarning of upcoming rule changes so as to allow people to make preparation in order to more smoothly transition over into the new immigration regime, specifically with respect to retiree visas. It's not my intention to scare people. It's basically my intention to prepare people. So on that note, as I said, a viewer of this channel, and we thank that viewer very much, brought this to my attention. We'll go ahead and put that up on the screen for a minute or two here, and I'm going to go ahead and quote it. It says, subject, or it should say distribution announcement, and this is from Krung Thai AXA Life Insurance. And for those of you who are unaware, there are a certain number of life insurers who have come out and said, yes, hey, we will provide policy coverage for individuals in the kingdom that need it in order to maintain retiree status. AXA Krung Thai is one of those entities that has made that announcement. And in a prior distribution announcement dated 9th of June 2014, the number is DTB 14001, subject, the policy not to accept is underlined, so obviously for importance, not to accept U.S. citizen or those who have the duty to pay taxes to the U.S. For purposes of this video, just go ahead and presume anyone that has lawful permanent residence in the United States is going to be treated effectively as a U.S. citizen for purposes of this discussion. So, quoting further, as Krung Thai AXA Life PLC will have to comply with the U.S. Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, FATCA, and in complying with FATCA, KL has established the policy not to accept U.S. citizen or those who have the duty to pay taxes to the U.S. from 1st July 2014 onward. However, this announcement will not apply to group products, which no cash value or savings components, and MRTA product. Now, they go into the background, what is FATCA, what is a U.S. person. I've discussed this in some detail also on this channel in videos specific to FATCA. Do I think that this might be amended in light of the fact that they've changed the insurance policies from an immigration context here in the kingdom? I think it's possible. I also think it's possible that certain insurance companies may deem it to be not worth their time to deal with Americans. And when I say not worth their time, understand there's a large compliance regime that comes into effect when certain individuals are dealing with Americans, especially with respect to financial instruments, bank accounts, etc. abroad. Insurance is no different. Now, one thing that I thought was notable, it said there's an exception for group products which no cash value or savings components. So, you know, these new immigration products, or these new insurance products in a retirement visa context, they may not have a savings component. So FATCA may not apply to them, and it may be just fine and dandy for these folks, for these specific companies to go ahead and issue this type of insurance to retirees. All of that remains to be seen until we see the regulatory regime roll out, and then thereafter we actually see these policies being issued, and then from a practical basis we can do some analysis to see if FATCA even applies. But I do thank the viewer for pointing this out. It is noteworthy for a video, and again, I think it provides further nuance, further clarity for those who are planning further years of retirement here in the Kingdom of Thailand.